Good morning, everyone. Well, since yesterday we bit off a little more than we can chew, we're going to go a little bit shorter distance today on the Trans-America Trail. Today we're going to be going from Clarksville, Arkansas to VanBuren, Arkansas. Geographically, they're not very far apart, but the Trans-America Trail winds around up in the Ozark National Forest. So we'll be doing more miles than what it is between these two cities. Sherry's gone full on biker chick here. The next thing you know, she'll want a pair of leather chaps. As we head back up into the Ozark Mountains, a haze settles in over the top of the mountains, which will burn off with the sunshine. This day turns out to be just an absolutely spectacular day. The Trans-America Trail takes you through the Ozark National Forest and the Ozark Mountains. It has been one of the best rides on the Trans-America Trail that we've had to date. We head north on the highway out of Clarksville until we turn west on a gravel road, and from there on out we're on pretty much gravel most of the way. The gravel roads were in great shape, and the rain didn't seem to have deteriorated them in this section at all, which made it really nice because we could concentrate on the scenery and enjoy our ride. We would cross many streams and rivers like this one, with the water being kind of a milky turquoise. It was really beautiful. The Ozark National Forest was created in 1908 by President Theodore Roosevelt, and it contains over 1 million acres of land. Within the 1,200,000 acres of the National Forest, it contains 11,000 acres of old-growth forest. As we approach the town of Oark, which is historical in and of itself, we go through a construction zone over a bridge, and this won't be the last one of the day that's under construction. We're parked across the street from the Oark General Store. It's been in continuous use from 1890 and is a historical landmark. They have a restaurant inside, but we were there early enough that we weren't interested in stopping for lunch. Transamerica Trail takes you right along the Mulberry River from Oark until you get out to the Pigs Trail Highway. The Mulberry River Valley has been inhabited for thousands of years and was home to the Osage Indians. It is believed that French trappers are the first non-native individuals to enter the area in quest for fur. The Ozark Mountains provide spectacular views of these rock outcroppings, and it's one of the few places to see these between the Appalachian Mountains and the Great Rockies. If you enjoy camping, the Ozark National Forest has 23 campgrounds. All of them, I'm sure, are in spectacular locations. Even though the rock wall and guardrail are man-made, it sure makes for a picturesque ride along the river here. After just a very short ride down Highway 23, the Pigs Trail Road, we head right back onto gravel roads and up into the mountains. These gravel roads were an absolute joy to ride on and took us to some of the more remote parts of Arkansas. There is somewhat of a maze of Forest Service roads that go through this area, so you just really need to check your maps carefully to make sure that you're staying on the Transamerica Trail portion. This is definitely an area I could come back to, though, and really do some exploring with a Forest Service map and go up and down the Forest Service roads. It's just absolutely gorgeous area. Despite being 20 miles away from pavement, there were some homes up here in this remote area, and some of them had some clear-cut sections where they could have a view of the mountains. Here's one such place. You can see what I mean about the views here. Look at this. Unbelievable. We stumble into this young person with a trombone. What a better place to have band practice, huh? Here's Sherry doing her Melissa McCarthy impression, coming in hot. Unfortunately, the road up to the White Rock Mountain area was closed off to motorcycles, and I was really disappointed that we couldn't go back up in there and see that. We came across this downed tree, but the Forest Service had already cut it up and made it passable again. Good job, guys. Very impressive here. They were actually going uphill a little bit, and they're moving right along. Good for them. After coming down from White Rock Mountain, we head back on the pavement to the southwest.
You live in a beautiful location.
Oh yeah, I like it. How far is it? I know this is going this way if you're trying to go down east, right? So that's like 10 miles. This cuts it by half.
Okay, it's about 5 miles.
Oh, if you go down this way, you'll end up right in the town of Mount Vernon. Okay. Yeah. It used to be.
After talking with that young fellow, we decided to give this road a little bit of a try, though we thought the road might be impassable. He hadn't been down it for 2 years, and the last time he'd gone down this road was with a four-wheel drive truck. He said that was the only way to get through. So we were going to give it a try and go look. However, after we got back in there, we met this gentleman on the tractor, and he told us that the road was probably impassable. He said it had been completely washed out and hadn't known anybody that had gone down that road in recent history. He said there would be deep mud and big rocks, and wasn't sure that we would be able to get through. Instead of risking getting stuck or injured, we decided to take his advice and take the detour that he suggested. In just a few miles going down the road, we ran into another roadblock in that a bridge was completely out and it was impassable. This had an easy workaround also, and we got right back on the Trans-America Trail. The last section of gravel for today wound us around through some private home areas, some old farmsteads, and it was kind of a varying landscape. We were definitely coming down out of the higher mountain areas down into more hilly areas. Still a pretty area though. Look at this view. Wow. As you can see, we got on a freshly graded road, but the grader kindly waited on the side of the road to let us pass. Wow, what a great day we had today. We only went about 85 tap miles, but it was absolutely beautiful today. We went through the National Forest here, the Ozark National Forest, and we were off pavement most of the day, so it was pretty good. We did have a few hiccups along the way. We had one road, Forest Service road, that was closed. I'm guessing a bridge was out. We got to one spot where there was an actual bridge out, and we had to go around both those locations. And then there was one road that was down some gnarly, it wasn't even a National Forest Service road, it's just some gnarly road that hardly anybody ever uses. And two of the locals said that the road was really, really rugged and rough, washed out. And after a day and a half of rain, I figured it just wasn't wise to get down in there where they said there was a lot of mud, puddles you had to go through, a lot of rock. It just didn't sound like the type of road that we should be taking the big bikes down or with our skill level. So we bypassed that one as well. But tomorrow we'll get right back at it and we'll finish up the Arkansas portion of the Trans-America Trail and end up in Oklahoma. And I think we'll do a little bit of the Oklahoma Trans-America Trail before we have to turn and head back because vacation's gonna be over, unfortunately. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. If you like this video, please give it the big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Well, it's bright and sunny out here. We just found out this is our second to last day, so we're all kind of disappointed because this vacation's been so much fun. Anyway, today we had a fantastic day. Turns out Arkansas is one of our favorite states for riding the motorcycles. You'll have to watch the video.